Hi, I'm John, and today I'm going to talk about Betterbird, the email client that I use instead of Thunderbird. And, I bounced around with different email clients for a while, and I always came back to Thunderbird because it was really, I think, better than what was out there. I think it managed things better, and I was able to search for things and so forth. But I was starting to have some problems with Thunderbird. I was starting to get some bugs, and bugs like my search function wasn't even appearing in Thunderbird in the latest iteration of it. And I know it's there, but I couldn't find where on a menu to add it to the top menu, that type of thing. So I ditched it and went to Betterbird. Betterbird is something you can download from the software package manager, whatever one you may have. And it does seem to take care of a lot of the bugs that I was experiencing with Thunderbird. Thunderbird always had some bugs, and I was always trying to find another email client because of that. It was always something that I don't know what it is. There was always something, and it wasn't perfect. I'm not saying Betterbird would be perfect, but it's definitely an improvement over Thunderbird. It does have less bugs, and they've taken care and patched up some things. Um, and so let's just take a look real quick at some of the things. I can't show you my email client because if I do and show you the features, I'm going to have all my emails exposed, and I can't do that because of privacy and so forth in my business, because that's all my emails are basically. Uh, it says Betterbird is a fine-tuned version of Mozilla Thunderbird. Um, It's better than Thunderbird in three ways. It contains new features, it contains bug fixes, and fixes that Thunderbird may implement at a later date. Um, you can install Betterbird at the same time as Thunderbird and run them on the same profile. You could do that. I don't think I'm doing that right now. I think I have a different profile because I'm going to just delete Thunderbird off my desktop. I'm going to do that. I like the little graphic they have here. Uh, this is the party that you're at when you have Thunderbird. You got a leaky thing, you got bugs. We're waiting for the plumber, and the gal is totally frustrated. And then over here with Betterbird, you have the fix here on this one pipe, and people are high fiving, and the guy's getting all excited about the computer, but he's ignoring the gal that's next to him. If she's really happy like that, he's missing a great opportunity. So, yeah, it says, which party would you join? Very funny. So, they're talking about all the different releases and that type of thing. I'm not going to go over that. I'm just going to tell you, number one, that it works better. And let's just see. Let's see the feature table. Yeah, there we go. Um, this is examples of Betterbird being better in version 115.1.0-BB8. Wow. You'd think that they'd start getting to just a better numbering system. But anyway, um, it says it has a multi-line view like in Outlook, Lotus Notes, or Postbox. It has it. That doesn't, mind me too much. I don't really care. Vertical tabs, that's good. Um, and supposedly Thunderbird has a bug on file. Complex search terms, yes. Let's see. There we go. So you can, um, go down the list of what you need to match and so forth in search. And for me, I just basically wanted the search box back. And I got it back with Betterbird. Thunderbird, it was missing. I couldn't get it back. So, this is something that it's a gotta have in my email. I can't live without it. Um, you can use regular expressions in search terms, quick filter of untagged messages, global search and encrypted messages. This is some stuff I don't care about. It doesn't work in Thunderbird. um, Windows system tray, Linux system tray, yes. So it does show up in your system tray if you want it to, which is nice. I wouldn't have to have it anywhere else. These are minor things, and for somebody like me, it's pretty minor. But anyway, menu bar is on the top where it belongs instead of the bottom, and the menu bar, it has, email, all the different settings and so forth, and there's about 4 or 5 different things. Usually it's at the bottom. It's at the top with Betterbird, I think. That's not a big deal. None of this is really a big deal. Various improvements for feeds. I don't really do any feeds in Betterbird. Multi-select is kind of a nice thing. So you can select multiple emails at once and do with them what you want, rather than just having to do them individually if you're going to take them into another folder, something like that. Anyway, I like it just because it seemed to get rid of a lot of the bugs that I was having with Thunderbird. So indeed, in my mind, it's a better bird. Let's see, system requirements. You can use Windows, Linux, Linux Mint 20 or greater, Ubuntu 20 or greater, Debian 11 or greater, I think. Mac, it says, due to popular demand, we're providing a Mac build. This is compiled on the Intel Mac under Mac OS 12, Monterey. It sounds like that's just in kind of a preview type thing. But you can definitely get it in Windows, and you can definitely get it in Linux. And I'm really pleased with it. Once again, I'm not looking for gee whiz software. I'm not looking for software that does everything possible. I'm looking for things that are really as bug-free as possible. They don't even have to look that great. And that's the whole thing. It doesn't have to look that great, and it doesn't have to do everything. It just needs to do the one thing it's supposed to do and do it well. That's how I feel about Linux itself, and especially Linux Mint, which is what I use again now. That's what I'm looking for with software. I don't need all the bells and whistles, and I don't need something that just looks pretty. I want something that's going to be functional and is going to do the job flawlessly, if possible. And if it's not flawless, I get rid of it. That's really the bottom line. I don't care what it looks like so much as I do whether it works and does the job. So that's really my thing, and that's why I like Linux. Even though now Linux is looking so good in Cinnamon, in KDE Plasma, that you not only get the great functionality of an operating system, but you also get something that really looks good. Betterbird is just one of those things that looks like Thunderbird. In fact, if you didn't tell somebody it was Betterbird, they wouldn't know. It looks just like Thunderbird, but some of the bug fixes that they've done has really made a big difference. And of course, you can use all the add-ons. That's another thing that they talk about. Platforms, yes, your add-ons will work. They do have source code for it. And let's see who is behind Betterbird. Betterbird is headed by Thunderbird's former maintainer, who has been joined by a group of people who share the view that users deserve a better experience and who do not agree with the approach of Thunderbird management. And so this is, somebody going rogue and making something that I believe is better. So far, so good, and I'm pretty happy about that. One of the other things I was going to talk about, too, I had somebody give me a question about my YouTube handle. The YouTube handle is Nowhere Road, at Nowhere Road. Nowhere Road was a place that when I grew up and I was a teenager and we just got our driver's license, um, we would go out to this place that had all sorts of roads that were done up in the area, but no buildings were ever put on it. It was a commercial area, and so these roads would run to kind of parking areas. And I think because of the way the economy was at the time, I don't think anybody was going to build out there just yet. And it was like several years before anybody built anything. It was quite a few. And when you're 16 or 17 and you got your driver's license, used to run out there now and again, not very often, but Nowhere Road was just great. It was just this winding group of roads, and it was really weird. And then you could go on the back roads too. You could take your car out and give it the test on the back roads, and especially with cars that back then that we were driving were not meant for back roading at all. Especially Dad's car when I was 16. But you still did it anyway, and it was kind of fun. And every once in a while, somebody'd have a pony keg out there, and they'd have to keep it in their trunk or something because the cops would once in a while patrol. But Nowhere Road was kind of a fun place for teenagers to hang out, and you never knew who was going to be out there, so you had to be a little careful. But not really. When you're a teenager, you're invincible, right? But anyway, at Nowhere Road is my handle. And I think it made sense because it brought me back to a time long ago when I was a teenager all the way up to today. So anyway, that's that. Anyway, Betterbird, check it out. It's a good piece of software. It's a good alternative to Thunderbird or even some of the other email clients. I've tried them all, and I liked Thunderbird the best, but I didn't like the bugs. So Betterbird was the choice for me. Anyway, that's it. I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.